Hello and welcome to a Coolsmartphone unboxing with Gary. So this arrived in the mail today and it is a mini PC from Ventura. Now Ventura have been in the tablet industry for about 30 odd years, and they've made many Android tablets, but this is one of their first available Windows tablets. Now they're aiming this at school use. Sorry about this, it's a one-handed unboxing. So I'll just get it out of the bag. There we go. Move the bag off to the side. So as you can see there, we've got reasonable spec. We've got a 10.1 inch screen, 2 gig memory, 4 core Atom processor, 32 gig storage, dual 2 megapixel cameras I believe, and up to 8 hour battery life. More importantly, it does come with a full Office license. Now, given that this device is retailing at Amazon for £140, that is really good value for money. Just have another look on the other side of the box and you can see that it is a 2-in-1. Does have a detachable keyboard and it supports multi-mode as well. So let's actually open it up and see what we've got in the box. So it's a full Windows 10 PC, aimed securely at the budget market. So opening the box, reasonably nice packaging. That's the actual laptop there, so move that off to the side. You do get a wee instruction manual, quick start guide with the basics, wee silica gel pack, don't eat them, not a good idea. And then in this box I believe we will have the power cable. Now it is a proprietary power cable, but I believe this will also charge via micro USB as well, so really good for on-the-go writing, as you can actually, potentially really good for on-the-go writing I should say, as you'll actually be able to charge this via a power pack. So that's your proprietary charger, and the charger itself has a output of 0.45 amp output I believe, no sorry, 2.5 amp output. So it should charge at a reasonable rate. Let's actually reveal the machine. So as you can see there, very industrial looking design. This has been designed, as I said, for the schools market. So it's been designed with longevity in mind. As you can see there, you have a full QWERTY keyboard. Although this is a 10.1 inch device, so it is a slightly small keyboard. However, it does have, I'll just try and show this, very good travel on the keys. And they're very springy as well, so should give a reasonable typing experience. Now let's try and take the tablet off. We'll come back to the tablet in a second. So the dock is a magnetized dock, very similar to things like the Acer Aspire Switch 10, and you've got pogo pins there for connection, and you've got some felt there to protect the actual tablet. No USB ports on the dock at all. Reasonable bit of weight to it as well, so shouldn't have a toppling issue like we had on some of the other devices that I've seen in this domain. The actual tablet itself, reasonable weight to it again, and you can see there we've got a multitude of ports. So you've got your Windows key, USB 2 port, power key, 3.5mm headphone jack, micro USB port, and a mini HDMI, and on the back a SD card reader, reset button, and your power button, and there's your camera on the rear. On the other side you have a speaker and the Ventura logo. On the base you can see there's the pogo pin connectors. Screen, as I said, is a 10.1 inch screen with a 12, I believe it was a 1200 by 800 resolution. I'm just going to double check that again. Yep, 1280 by 800 IPS screen. Supports Wi-Fi, BG and N, Bluetooth 4.0, 2 meg cameras front and back, and all the other bits and pieces you would expect. Just to have another one, we look at the touchpad. The touchpad does not actually have clickable buttons on it, so this is purely a touch surface, and it works. It's not the greatest of experience, but it does work. So we'll just get this powered on, if I can pick it up with one hand. So a tap on the button at the side, it should come on. You can see there's your 2 megapixel front facing camera, which is a bit of a weird position for it. The only reason I can think they've done it like that is so that when you're using it in portrait mode, it is at the top, but it is a slightly odd position. Perhaps they didn't have very much room at the top of the actual device. We'll just dock it there. Now, something I was concerned about initially is when you lean it all the way back, that it was going to fall. But you can see there, that is a fairly wide angle for opening. And you've got adjustable angles, so you can have it fairly wide if you want it. Now, I have actually taken this out of the box and run through the setup, so it's just going to boot up for us now. Again, that keyboard. The keys are a little bit small. It's in the process of doing some updates at the moment. So the keys are a wee bit small. Your shift key on the right hand side is teeny tiny, and you've got the American style enter key with the hash button just above it. Backspace key, delete key, all fairly normal. And your left hand shift is a good size, which is actually useful because I tend to use the left hand shift a bit more. You've got various shortcut buttons that are assigned to your function keys, and you've also got some pause, play and skip forward, skip back buttons. So that is it opened up. We'll just get the start menu up there, assuming it wants to behave itself. Make sure that's fully docked. So you can see there the trackpad is not too bad, to be honest with you. And the resolution's actually not that bad. 1280 seems to work. Apparently the keyboard doesn't seem to want to identify, so let's just remove that again. A little bit tricky to do one-handed. There we go, we're now in keyboard mode, or desktop mode, so the keyboard is now registering. You can see there, even with your start menu up, you've still got a reasonable amount of real estate. So we'll just open up some apps. Now, because this is a Windows 10 device, in full desktop mode, it should, in theory, support multi-window mode. So let's just see if we can get that to work. There we go. So that's working. And get split screen. So this is one of the things that I really like about Windows. The fact that you can relatively easily, when it decides to play ball, have a split screen UI. And this is something that is available on all Windows 10 devices, regardless of spec. There you go. So there's your split screen UI. Really useful for when you're writing and you're collaborating off two documents. Let's just get some text going here. Where's the text editor? There we go, Notepad. So that's 3 windows open. And you can see it's a really positive sound from the keyboard. So, not too bad. Bear in mind again that this is a £150 device. It is available from Amazon. It is also available as there's a different variant called the BravoWin 11KT. This is the BravoWin 10KT. The BravoWin 11KT is an 11.6 inch screen. Exactly the same specs. The big difference is the screen size, and it will also be a slightly heavier unit. These are the prices. So it's £200 for the BravoWin 11KT, and BravoWin 10KT is £149.99. I will be doing a full review of this for Coolsmartphone.com. It's a little bit different from what we normally do, but I feel that this is an interesting segment and worth looking at. Thanks very much, and check back for the full review.